All right, so here's the oncoming force at welterweight, New Mansa, Joaquin Buckley. DC, a lot of people believe his spinning back kick knockout against Impa Kasanganay back in 2020 is the greatest knockout in UFC history. He likes hearing that too, but this man's trying to become a world champion. We'll see how it goes for him here tonight.
And it looks like that's a possibility now that he's in the right weight class. Joaquin Buckley was always one of the smaller guys at 185, not because of his size, but because of his height. So he struggled, but since going down to 170, he looks like a world beater. This guy's a tremendous athlete, very powerful, and super explosive. He's a real problem for the welterweights.
And I do like his personality, but if he crosses my guy DC one more time, I might have to get involved. Joaquin New Mansa Buckley. Well, for years, the UFC's welterweight division has been among the promotion's strongest, and that is certainly the case here as we get our look at the undisputed UFC welterweight champion as he gets ready to defend the title.
The welterweight champion of the world. He's a star. The guy is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and he carries himself in that manner. You can watch this guy from his approach to the media, to his appearances. He does everything right. He's the champ for a reason. And it all boils down to who he is and how he approaches everything from the media to the fight camps.
And as commentators, we like heat, we like friction. We definitely have some of that on our welterweight championship matchup here tonight. And there he is, Ian Machado Garry has graced the octagon. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now for the main event introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Joaquin New Mansa Buckley. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, the future, Ian Machado Garry.
Third party in the octagon, Mark Goddard, will handle the action in this one. Well, self-belief not an issue. As you know, for New Mansa, Joaquin Buckley, there have been some setbacks against elite fighters, but he still believes in every part of himself that he could be the best in the world.
And he should, because Joaquin Buckley has that ability. He's a guy that has tremendous power, and I learned in the Kamaru Usman fight, he's got great cardio. He will not fatigue, and he has the championship's mind. Let's see if he can get a dub.
Machado Garry trying to get inside with that jab. He talked a lot about the jab in our fighter meeting.
And I like watching Machado Garry because while that left hand is moving, look at his level change. He's always giving his opponent multiple things to think about.
All right, sort of the way we expected it here at the outset of this title fight. Both guys respecting what's coming back their way.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't overextend yourself and don't leave the opening for your opponent to take advantage of you. Make sure you make them make the mistake, and once you do, make them pay.
Feint right there by Ian Machado Garry. Well, eventually, you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end thus far.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect counters as we go forward.
Buckley's eye is starting to swell shut. Well, perhaps in our fighter meeting Thursday, we thought he was overconfident. Not at all the case. He's on fire tonight.
Well, when you prep the way that he's prepped, you walk into a meeting and speak the way that he did. And his performance is showing that this wasn't just talk. He's all action.
Man, it's hard for me to relate. Oh, but he fired right back. What a fight!
He's fired back now. It doesn't matter if he's hurt.
Oh, it's a big left hook. "45 seconds to go here in round one." Man, look at that beautiful cross. Rhythm and blues. Rhythm on one side, blues on the other.
This was one of his best skills. We knew it coming into this fight. What we didn't expect was for it to work this well.
Machado Garry's cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues. Round two next. All right, heading back to the corner now, and Machado Garry's bleeding from the forehead here a bit. Hopefully they can get that under control so it doesn't trickle down into his eyes in the next round. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
Ready? Good.
Round two here.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Machado Garry's cardio holding up beautifully as usual. Strength and conditioning, all the priority for him. And that allows himself to throw like this at such a pace.
He's hurt so bad. He's got to find safety.
Well, that's what it is right there. He was flowing, and then you need a strike like that to get him off his game.
But that's exactly why we love MMA. Anything can happen at any moment, and you just saw it on full display there.
A lot of up and down movement out of Joaquin Buckley, trying to set up an angle. Great technique on the overhand. Now he's hurt.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you're in the night, that one landed right on the spot.
Big right hand.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, he's almost shutting him down every...
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at Fight's End. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected it.
Power shots landing on both sides. And the chins continue to hold up.
This is such a crazy fight.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Gets back to his feet. Oh, my goodness, he got it.
He got hit again. You better keep those hands high.
The story remains the same, and still the undisputed welterweight
superstar. And once again, he proves he is also the best in the world.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 18 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, the future Machado Garry!
All right, so his welterweight greatness continues tonight, and still UFC champion. I think on nights like tonight, you're glad you don't fight at 170 pounds. This dude's a problem.
I mean, he is a